picture of the line segment. In this one, the first topic will be of the midpoint. Now I want to find out the coordinates of the midpoint of the given line segment. You know very well the line segment has the two endpoints. In this case, what is the question given? Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment AB. Here the coordinates of A will be a 3n minus 2 and B of minus 1 and 4. Now you must draw the figure to get the proper idea. Now this is my line segment AB. Here the coordinates are given 3n minus 2 and B is equal to minus 1 and 4. This is the original, and now according to the main formula, we can consider A is equal to x1 by 1 and B is equal to x2 and y2. And now I want to cut into the equal parts. Means what? This is the same thing. Means this is my midpoint, and I want to find out the coordinates of this point P. So what is the formula for that one? First of all, this is the two partition. Here in left hand side, I want to go for the x. Means what? The x coordinates of point P is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And right side, I want to find out the y coordinates of point P is equal to y1 plus y2 and y2. Now actually I can replace here, instead of x1 3 and instead of x2 I want to replace minus 1 and I want to go for the next. Now here x1 you can see 3, here plus, and the x2 will be a minus 1 and divided by 2. 3 minus 1 finally gives me 2 and 2 by 2 get cancelled and x will be a 1. On that side, here y1 you can see this is my minus 2, here plus sign, and y2 is equal to 4. Again plus minus minus and sign of the big term gives me final 2 and again divided by 2, again 2 get cancelled and I have y is equal to 1. This is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. You must write down here because the P, x and y will be a 1 and 1. So the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment AB will be 1 and 1. Now the next term is there. Find the coordinates of the point P which divides the line segment AB in the ratio 3:2. Here the coordinates are given A 3n minus 6 and B minus 2 and 1. In previous case, I want to find out the point P, but that is the midpoint. That means I want to divide the given line segment from the center. But here quite different. Here the coordinates of A 3n minus 6 we can consider as x1 by 1. The coordinates of B is equal to minus 2 and minus 1, x2 and y2. Now here the ratio is given 3:2. That means we can consider here M 3 part and N 2 part. Now you can see this is P is not in the center point. It is quite that side. Means what? This part is larger as compared to this one. Now let me consider the one example. Now suppose you have the Cadbury. Now you have the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 parts. That means what? You can go for the 3:2. Means what? 2 part, 3 part here and the 2 part here. Means what? We are divide this Cadbury from 3:2 ratio. So here you can consider instead of the Cadbury, this is the line segment and the partition from 3:2. Now I want to go for the making the formula for that. Now here how it is possible to make some formula? Here again x coordinates of P. Here x means forget about the y. So how it is possible? M into x2 plus n into x1 and divide by m plus n. Here only you have to go for the x. Now on that side I want to find out the y coordinates of P will be again m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. Here only you have to go for the y and here you have to go for the x. That is quite simple. Now let me put the different value according to the equation. Now here m is equal to 3, x2 is equal to minus 2 plus n is equal to 2 and x1 is equal to 3, and here m plus n means 3 plus 2. The simplification gives me 3 to the 6 minus and 3 to the 6 plus and divide by 5. Now 6 and minus 6 will be 0, so 0 by 5, and finally I have the x coordinates of the P is equal to 0. On that side again m is equal to 3 and y2 is equal to minus 1 plus n is equal to 2 and y1 is equal to, you can see here, minus 6 and divide by 3 plus 2. 3 minus and 6 2 is a minus 12 divided by 5 minus minus plus and sign of the big term gives me the minus 15 by 5 and a 5 3 is a 15. So y coordinates of P is equal to minus 3 and finally I have the point P. X and y coordinates are 0 and minus 3. Means what? The point P coordinates 0 and minus 3 divides the given line segment into 3:2 ratio.